Yes, we're very focused on our guests, and of course, we always have to work on new innovations. So, how can we be more focused on our guests? So, we have to stay in a closer contact with them. So, we wanted to create nice, open, public spaces where we can socialize with them, having more interaction, but also guests with guests having more interaction. So that's why we created a completely new space where you can have different areas, maybe an area where you can have some fun and doing some games, an area with a library where you can relax and calm down, or having a nice conversation with another guest. We have areas where you can sit down, have a drink, or even eat something, little things which we can buy in our mini markets. So the empty space, which was a former lobby area somehow, is now a social community area for a lot of different things what you can do there. You even can meet there for informal meetings. So that's the key point what we have changed, and we think that's why that's how guests want to have the new look and feel of especially Aparthotels, where they stay longer than in a usual hotel. Yeah, I mean, we try to make it even more comfortable and more home away from home. We worked on improving the kitchen so that you really can be independent. You don't need to have any other services which you have in a normal hotel, but still we offer the services if the guest would like to have it. So what we try to have enlarge our beds. We worked on improving the bedding because it should be home away from home, so the bedding is very important. So this is where we are working on, and we try to make it much more cozy, so that you really feel like it's okay to stay there for a while. What we always try to do is that we find local things which we can include in the design. So you will find it here also in our studios. And actually you have the choice between studios and one-bedroom apartments, which are quite larger. So you can stay with one person, two person, even four person. But we wanted to bring in this local feel and look of what is Edinburgh all about. So that's very important for us. That's what we try in each of our Adagio hotels. Yes, I think it's linked. It's really linked with that. So of course we make our analysis beforehand, and it's a leisure market. It's a seasonal market in Edinburgh. You still have some corporate business, long stay business, parliament. So there's a lot of corporate business, but between May and October you have a lot of leisure guests and. Even groups, and for them it's better to have the studios instead of the one bedroom apartments, because they stay also for a few days, but it's not really a long stay what we think it's a long stay. So that's the main reason for. Yeah, so we very focus on UK and on Germany. That's our key priorities in Europe. Beside of France, that's where we open the next hotels actually. So we have a few in the pipeline to open in Germany, but also in the UK. So hopefully soon in London, and the other ones are new builds, so it takes a bit longer. But yeah, so that's the new openings are coming. So we have openings in Freiburg, Mannheim, Kiel, Bremen, to call a few cities in Germany. But as he said, also in Leicester and some other cities in the UK as well. Actually, Leicester is a very good example because in Leicester it will be, we call it a combo. So combo for combination. So we built a Novotel, or Accor is building a Novotel, and in this somehow in the same building next door is the Adagio. So that is a good example, having a Novotel more for short-term guests, for meeting guests, and then in addition offering to the same companies which also have guests which needs to stay longer. So we can, that's the main point with the combos. We can talk to our clients and companies and tell them for every need they have, we have something to offer on the same place. So if you have a meeting to do and you need accommodation, maybe good to go to the Novotel. If you have a new employee which needs to stay 3 months in a hotel before the new employee finds an own apartment, so then you can go to our Adagio. So that's the spirit of having these combinations. But it also can be a combination of Ibis budget and Adagio. It can be the way around, so that we are the mid-scale brand and having a kind of a budget brand with us. So that you always, there are different budgets people have, so they can have the choice if they stay with us or with maybe a limited budget going to the Ibis budget, for example. So there are different kind of combinations possible, most likely with Accor.